How to get a new passport. Welcome back, travelers, to Travel with Real McCoy. Today we're going to talk about how to get a new tourist passport. There are three types of passport. The tourist passport that most of us have, official, and diplomatic. As a general rule, passports should have at least 6 months of validity when traveling internationally. Most countries will not even allow a traveler to enter their country unless the passport is set to expire at least 6 months after the final date of travel. This means that if your passport has less than 6 months remaining until the expiration date, you should renew it right away. This definitely happened to me when I had to travel to Europe. I had to go ahead and get a new one before I made my trip. Adult passports, and this goes for those 16 and older, for U.S. citizens are valid for 10 years, while minors are for 5. Why do we even have this 6 months rule? This rule is enforced because nations do not want to risk travelers and tourists overstaying their passport validity. 6 months is now the standard requirement for many countries. Although we have the 6 months rule, there are some countries that only require U.S. passport holders to have 3 months of passport validity. Remember, requirements for each country can change at any time. You can go to the link below to look at the different countries that require at least 6 months. And you can also contact the country embassy or consulate directly. Since over 60% of American citizens don't own a personal passport, let's go over how you can obtain one. You can apply online, you can mail it in, or you can go directly into a passport agency center. You're renewing a passport or applying for the first time, any of these methods will work. If you're going to do the online application, please know that it takes 7 to 10 business days for your passport to be tracked online. Where to apply when you need your passport within a specific time frame? There are several different websites, but you can definitely go to travel.state.gov. Say you need your passport in less than 3 weeks. That you make an appointment at your local passport agency or center. But say you need it within 4 to 6 weeks. You can apply in person at your local acceptable passport facility or renew by mail. This process will need to be expedited and will cost additional fees for that. However, for those that are planning ahead and have more than 6 weeks to plan, you don't need to expedite. You can just go ahead and have routine service, and you can do this either at your local facility or renew by mail. Now that you know where to apply, let's find out how to apply. You want to fill out the proper form. Those applying for the first time or minors applying for the first time or renewing will all need to use the DS-11 form. DS-82 form are used for adults that need to renew their passports. If you're getting married and changing your name within a year or correcting a passport error, if you're replacing a limited validity passport in 1 to 2 years, you will need to complete the DS-550 form. If you're concerned about how much all of this will cost, what is a limited validity passport, you can go online and check out the fee chart or play around and try out the fee calculator. Wait till the last minute, but say you need your U.S. passport renewed in 24 hours. Don't panic. It's easy to go about doing that. Here's how. Find the closest passport agency to you. I don't recommend that you use agencies because these agencies may charge way more than $500 and ultimately just go through the passport agency. 2, have imminent travel plans and be able to prove it. Most agencies will need proof that your trip is scheduled within the next 2 weeks in order to make an appointment, or that you need to submit your passport for visa within 28 days. 3rd, I would recommend that if you don't want to wait in long lines as if you're at the DMV, you want to go ahead and call ahead and make an appointment. But if you're not able to do that, you can just simply walk into the agency. 4, if your passport was lost, have a copy of your birth certificate with you. 5, bring a new passport size photo with you. One that you definitely like, because we know how much we just love our passport pictures. 6, have your application form already completed. Remember, if you're applying for the first time, DS-11 application, or if you're renewing it, DS-82. 7, be ready to pay a $60 expediting fee, as well as the standard $135 application fee for a new passport, or $110 if you're renewing an expired one. 8, please know that this is not an immediate thing. It will take around 3 to 5 hours to actually make a passport. So you want to take that into consideration when you're making your appointment. And then 9, you're able to pick up your new passport. Next video, where we'll talk about the difference between the passport card and the passport book. All countries allow both, or which countries do you need a passport book versus a passport card? If you find this video to be helpful, please subscribe so you can be part of our traveling community. Let's travel together and see you at the next destination.